So, here we are, back again with the high detailed map. I've been calling it high definition because how detailed we can go with the terrain painting. But also we're going to throw in a lot of details, so it's like a high HDD, high definition detailed map. I don't know. But anyway, we've been having fun. We've been throwing out a short as well, which done really well. Thank you for watching it. If you've not watched it, feel free to have a look at my shorts and you'll see me drifting around on this map, giving it a little test. We have changed it since then, added some more bits, doing a bit more editing. One being this road. So as you can see, this road now is all the same. And it's not actually a decal. This is just the terrain. There's no decal there whatsoever. We've just used decals on the edge to give it a tidier, more realistic edge. And that's it. It is helped with the frames per second. It's keeping it high, and it's less clutter. So we don't actually have to use the whole road just to paint it out, which we're having problems with the decals anyway. I can't really remember much else I've changed. Maybe, oh yeah, I took the buildings away to help with frames per seconds. I just filled that in with trees, put a bit of a fence across, which we do need to do around the whole perimeter eventually. We do need to make this look a lot nicer. I'm thinking some flowers and things like that. We'll test around and experiment. These bits do drop off. It would be nice to maybe put some 3D objects there just so they don't just drop off so quickly. I probably should have made a loop around the whole map, because also the pit lane, it's got one entry and out entry. The pit lane, I thought maybe I should have had a bit where it comes off and goes round, or like maybe it links up to this bit. I can't think. I don't know. You can keep looping round, but to come off and come on is the same entry, so it makes no sense. I probably should put another bit here so you can loop round this bit, and this is one way and this is one way, something like that. Quite shocked no one's put in the comments that my sand is on the wrong side of the corners. Sand's normally there to slow you when you crash, and I've put it on the inside corners to stop you cutting corners, which still makes cool sense, but it's not where it's meant to be. So I need to transfer the sand to the other side of my corners. I've done this as well. I've tidied this up. We have a little bit of a curb. This is a 3D object that is already in BeamNG. I just reused it. So yeah, back to the road. I actually changed the tone of it to make it darker because I didn't like the light grey too much, and we can now see the pattern a bit too clearly. So I wouldn't mind trying to upload that to BeamNG and try and make it so it's not a repetitive pattern. We'll see how that goes. I'm hoping also in this episode we can sort these lights out and get them working. We'll also try and make them so they're automatic, so they only come on when it's night time. I was going to be doing billboards in this episode, but this one came out okay, apart from the right hand side. Oh, what? It's fixed itself. It was clipping off the edge. That's really confusing. Well, they're working again now. Okay, so what have I done there to make that work? Okay, that must be the bottom one. Anyway, so maybe we'll go back to that then at some point in the episode. Hopefully, maybe. See how long it takes. Because this is one I made in Blender. For some reason, the shadow comes through and it's now missing some of its decals and stuff. So yeah, and maybe shouldn't make my own just yet, not from stealing Blender's stuff anyway, because there's got multiple layers. You notice the dirt? That dirt is added on as a UV layer. That's not originally on there. But this dirt here, that's another image over an image. In future episodes, I don't think we'll be getting onto this one, so I say future episodes, is we're going to make this look nicer. It needs to be a bit more of a fun pool area. Probably gone a bit too close there. Give it some vegetation, maybe a little water fountain, make it look very pleasurable. We also need to sort out the car park. I think I'm going to change the material so it's not the same as the tarmac stuff. Maybe we'll make like a concrete one. Do we make it a skid pan? Do I make it wet? We can experiment with things like that. Let me know in the comments if you've got any suggestions. And like I say, we also want to work on the banks and make them look pretty. Remember guys, if this is your sort of thing, do feel free to hit that like button and subscribe. Leave comments if that's your sort of thing that you like to do. You know, give me suggestions, say hello, maybe ask questions about how to do it yourself. I will recommend, by the way, I have a YouTube playlist which has more detailed tutorials on how to lay your own roads and stuff and implement your own terrains and do all that fun stuff. So do feel free to go look at that if you're planning to build your own fun map. Right, I'm going to try and hopefully start with the easiest one. and that's going to be the lights. I say hopefully the easiest one because we do have to move some code over from another map into this one, and last time it made a different file disappear, which I didn't want to disappear. So I'm going to try and experiment by putting it in a different place, and hopefully it works. The easy way to get the lights in place is not just to individually put a light on, because that could take forever, because you do have to sort out the brightness and the angles and all that sort of stuff. Is to actually just to put it all around one and then copy and paste it. And we keep it hydrated with a cup of tea. Now the first step is to create an object. We're going to create a spotlight. You do also have a point light. Oh, we might put audio in this level as well. We've not got any audio. That's something we can add to this map as well. It's definitely lacking it. We need some birdies chirping away. Anyway, spotlight. We should be able to just put it on top of the 3D object like that. Grab the object selector and let's go have a look. Where has it ended up? There it is. Okay, we can sort of see where it's projecting out into the middle of nowhere. That's no good for us. To make life a little bit easier, let's make it nighttime. Ish, probably about like that. That'll do. Okay, so the E-ness. Do we just push that? We do need to push that. We'll click this button here, and it's I'm going to the level, north and west, southwestness, or the object. We want it on the object. There we go. Push number 2 to get the rotary tool, and then let's start tilting it in the sort of direction it should be going. I'm assuming we're probably going to need to go lower as well if I get close enough. We go lower into the light, get sideways, move it into the middle of the light. Beautiful. Now we are going to need multiples of these, but first of all, let's sort out the range. Let's see what 30 gives us. See, 30 is now touching the floor, so that's a good sign. Maybe a little bit more like 40. There we go, it's definitely hitting the floor. And we also want to make the outer ring, this one here, a bit bigger. So let's maybe change that to, let's say 65. Does that seem more natural? Yeah, I think that seems pretty good. It's reaching everywhere we need it to. Might be able to make it weaker or whatever later on in the future. We can highlight all these and change them all at once. That's not a problem. The right color, brightness, cast shadow. We do want it casting shadows. Yes. There we go. Priority, animation. So we can make it flicker and things like that, but we don't want to be doing any of that. It's just going to be an on one. I normally like to make one light flicker because it's quite fun to do that. Now flare. We can add flares. I kind of want to add flares. It does make it look a bit more realistic. The flares, obviously, like if you're down here looking up at the light, if you didn't have flare, you wouldn't be able to see anything at all. But now we got a flare, you can see it like just making the light glow, which is more realistic. So we do want to put it in there, I guess. But if you've got lots of lights, maybe don't have so many flares, because it will add to the CPU usage and ruin your frames per second. So what I like to do now is just copy and paste this and put it in place of all those lights. There we go. That's what it looks like. Complete blackness. This is the middle of the night. No sun whatsoever. And that's with the 3 lights pointing down. It's doing a good job. We just need to now transfer it to everywhere else. And there we go. I put all the lights down. They have still got the duplicate lights that I had next to them. So I've got to delete that and hopefully I get rid of some crazy shadows that it's producing. But yeah, I think that's basically the whole map lip. Oh no, we've got one more in this corner here. So if I just quickly go down here again, just like the last 4 that we created, we can duplicate them. And we need to put it over here somewhere. So how am I going to do this? Because I don't want to put them in the trees. We have got one there. I suppose we can have... Oh, pushing buttons that I don't want to be pushing. Again, it should just be the last 4. Okay, there we go. So I'm guessing I'm going to have to put one here, aren't I? And then maybe just chop some trees out of the way. Have a look. Now let's collect it off. Yeah, so there's some of these trees are going to have to be pushed back, aren't they? Like one right there. Oh, it's a shadow. Ew, I'm an idiot. And now what I can do is go around, select these, make sure I've got the right world editor on. So basically now, if I was on this one, I have the weird angle. But if I'm on this one, I have the flat base to the world. So then I can push 2. And all the angle to the floor would be the right. I just got to change which way it's which direction it's pointing. Easy stuff. Just a little bit tedious pushing around, but nothing too hard to manage. Yay! Now we can drive at night time. I do need to try and do the file thing. Oof. Right, let's do that then, I guess. Wish me luck. Right, so I'm pretty sure this is the file I need. We've got Todd set all lights enabled. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure this is it. This is the code to make the lights come off and on. Is there anything in the code to do with its name? No, okay, set harbor lights. Oh, that's right, so I've got to put all the lights into a individual group on here and then call that group Scene Tree Harbor Lights. I'm pretty sure that's the way it works. Let's give that a go. Obviously, I need to make sure I copy this into the right place. Which, if we look into my files, it is a main level. So this is the one we're copying. But I don't want to put it straight into this folder, Levels UK. Because, not this place, Late UK, is where I'm taking it from. I don't want to put it straight into its normal folder, because that's what got ruined last time. Let me have a quick look. Oh. Now, basically, I thought this file was replacing this file, but obviously there's no dot in there, so it won't replace that file. So I should be pretty okay just to copy this file, which I'm pretty sure I've already copied. Yeah, copy this file and paste it into mine. It's fine. But I was looking for this one, which is your main dot level file, which is quite important. It has your spawn things in it and other stuff to do with your files. But when I go to mine, it's got a levels. Oh wait, unless it's in the mods folder, unpacked. Because I was looking in the levels folder. No main dot level folder. Ah, that's confused me. So I'm just going to put this into the levels one anyway. This is where I like to do my editing, because I'll copy this and paste it into the other one anyway when it comes time to sharing it. There's definitely no main level. Okay, so just paste it in. And I'm pretty sure either works straight away or I have to reset the map. Can't remember. I'll test it out. Yeah, it looks like they're all still on, so I reckon I've got to restart the map. Oh yeah, I forgot I needed to add some lights into this place, because they don't work. They do reflect though, alright, so that's good. At least the flare reflects onto the car. Be good for some photos. Right, can I remember how to do this? Right, search for spot light. Right, so this should only have spotlights showing now. Yep. So I want to highlight all these. Right click. And then collapse all scene tree. No, put it into a new group. Put into a new group. Lovely. Then we can close this. Our new group, we need to rename. Can we just F2 it? No, it's not letting me up. Rename. There we go. And we need to name this. I'm sure you can do this the other way around, but this is the way I'm going to be doing it. Do this. I'm pretty sure. Scene tree.harbor lights. Copy. And then paste that in there. Could be wrong. Might have to try a few things, but we'll soon find out. Focus around these lights. Turn it off. Okay, yes, I'm having to watch one of my own videos just to recap, make sure I'm doing it right. It's okay. It's not cheating. It's just recapping. Look at my revisions. Right. It said Harbor Lights. So this obviously. Oh, okay. Obviously the screen. Oh, obviously that makes sense. The screen tree thing's what I'm putting a group into. So yeah, that makes sense. The screen tree, then the group. Oh, it makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. Okay, so we need to go back to that group. And change the name. There we go. I don't know why it's not when I accidentally right click it does it. Do that. There we go. Hit save. All good. You're changed. Is it going to work now? Okay. Oh no, it looks like it's working. So it freaks out. There we go. Look, it's worked. Lights turned off. It freaks out when it gets to the hour for some reason, and then turns on. There we go. And that's solved. Wicked. We need to put this light back in its home now. Can I just do like this? Was it simple as that? Yeah. Not quite as simple as that, but almost. Yeah, there we go. Now, I was curious. Can we even see all the flares? You can see that flare. Oh, we can see the flares. That's all right then. Okay, good stuff. That's one mission down. That wasn't too painful. Which one now? We can go on to... I really want to solve the tarmac stuff before I share this map with anyone. So let's do that next, I think. But yeah, just so if you're ever wondering, this is how BeamNG does its terrain. I guess it does all the layers individually, and then it will compress them all down into one big layer. So, what are you doing? Why can't I zoom in? What? Okay, not holding control. Lol. So yeah, you can see all the roads. This is what, automation test map by the looks of it, maybe? No? No, it's not that one, is it? Or whatever one it is. But yeah, you can see they've done all the terrains separately. So when they paint over with the tool, it will just come out like this. If you ever try to just do one of their maps, you'll realise that will happen to you. So we sort of want to do a similar thing, but it's going to be a huge bit of tarmac, and then when we use the tarmac tool, it'll just take it from that. And you can do the same with the sand, and then you never get repetitive like details on your road. Oh, it's a tedious process, but I'll get there. So what I'm going to do is I've took their original one, which was actually the size of 10 something, 1058 is it, and then I shrunk it down to 512. Well, I put it into this one, which is the same size as this, which was 496. So this is 496 size. Ooh, big. And this is I put one of these in is 512. So it's very small, but it's got still got the detail, you see. Still got the detail in it, well, mostly. And so that's 4 of them actually put together. I could have copied and pasted, well, if I could have copied and pasted the bigger ones in, but we're trying to go for least amount of repetitions as possible. And then when I've got this, I'm going to then apply some patches and stuff over it. Hopefully not overdo it. I don't know, we'll see, because I don't want to make it obvious that it's repeating. So we'll see how this one goes, and then if it looks like it covers enough areas, we'll try and put some extra details in, like potholes and cracks and things that hopefully don't look too obvious. Woo! So that's the fill it up stage. I reckon we should test it as it is, which means exporting it and doing that sort of stuff. Then we find out where I want to put it first. But yeah, I'm just going to stick to keeping it in a terrain file. So I'm going to copy the address up there. So when I go to export it as, I can literally just slap it. Hey, slap it in there, hit enter, and it'll take me to the right place. And then I can name this as oh my god, Manic Big Base. And then what is it? _B. And that's gonna be my base one. And we have to make a normal map for this as well, and a specular map is to make sure it works properly. Now, when it comes to exporting it, you want to use the DS export to give you some options, compression. Now these are different ways for the code to be read. You know, when you get the specular normal maps and translucentness and things like that. All these do that sort of stuff. I don't know what they all mean. This is a good one, and so is the next one for certain jobs. You want to generate your maps, filters, mini-map options, nearest. I can't remember what this stuff is. Probably need to add some of it, but we're going to leave it as it is now. That will work. That'll be fine. Let's export it, and let's go test it out. Right, let's see if we get this done first time, shall we? So we want to change the material of the road and the paintbrush. So if we go on to terrain tools to the paintbrush, this is what we want to be changing. Not the grass, but the ground. Road grass, I called it, because it's made it look like grass. When you do other maps, normally you'd make this detail the same as the grass because of the pixel size. You normally get really rough edges. That's why I use a lot of decals to smooth them off. But our edges aren't too bad. If we draw it, if we draw in the middle here, it looks okay. The texture comes out a bit weird. I'm not sure what's going on there. But, you know, there's no really too rough edges. You think that would be quite a natural shape you can find, sort of. Yeah, it's not pixelated. Not too pixelated. There's still some pixels going on, but it's not too pixelated. So anyway, let's change this. If we open up the terrain material library, we get all our terrain materials that we've made so far. If we want to make a new one, we'd push this plus symbol. But we should be alright, just editing the one we got. So we want to be changing the detail picture, which is this one. Have I exported this yet? Did I do that? I did export it. What did I export it as? Did I just rewrite over one? I think I probably did, didn't I? Let me have a look. No, manic big base. Okay, so that's good. I remember now. Oh, there it is. Manic big base. Hue size. Why is it not the proper dimensions it should be? This might not work, but it has worked. So that's baffled me a little bit. This is bigger than it's meant to be. Unless I've had an update, it makes it work now. Who knows? Right, so we're gonna hit the save button. And it's up. Now it is glittering around, but that's because we haven't got its normals and all that sort of stuff sorted out. We need to get them done. But let's have a little look, shall we? Is it repetitive? I really need to sort that flashing out. Oh my gravy. Have we got a weird scene that's missed? Oh my, that's not good. So we obviously didn't do a good job of patching it up. Did we? But that size is, looks alright size-wise. Experimental time, I'll let you know how it goes. I think I've upset it a little bit. I need to, I bet it's the size. I bet that's what's broken it. Let's try and fix what's going on here. Okay, I think we're seeing some improvements now. I do want to make the road a bit darker. I've got the normal loaded up. I've got the detail loaded up. I was trying around with different, you know, like numbers. Oh my days. I dragged this into expecting it ruined the folder. And yeah, you know, just mucking about. Detail, you know, didn't really need to go much more than 1 to 1.5, somewhere around there. So let's just stick with 1.2, something like this. Animation, yeah, no animation. Oh, hello, my phone. Anywho, and macro, I changed the amount of macro size. It made these shadows appear, which made it look like it was repeating less, which is definitely something we're looking for. So it's a good idea to muck about with what you're doing. So I can muck about with the macro strength, and these will get darker, and I don't think I want that. No, a bit too much. So I think maybe 0.4 might even be better. Yeah, okay, that works for me. And I went for a bigger size rather than the same size. Same size, you can see the repetitiveness. So I went for something relatively big, so you're not going to see it repeating itself over my roads. It's very good. And then the diffuser, I ain't done that one yet, so let's sort that out. I'm not really too sure why, but I'm sure I can see like the colour pink on there. Not really something I want. I'm going to mess about with the tones now. I want to get a bit more of a darker road out of this. Okay, sort of did what I wanted. Probably a bit too dark for a race track. You're not going to see the skid marks. It's not going to be as fun, is it? Oh, I'm a numpty. I am a numpty. I'm trying to test these lights out, but I've not actually put them into their folder, have I? So they're not going to be registered. I'm meant to be going really high detail of this. I feel like I'm just messing it up a little bit. It doesn't look as cool as it should do, but I have used the wrong normal map as well. So maybe changing the normal map might help. But I don't want to do the normal map yet because I'm not finished doing the other one. Hopefully we're not going down a barrel, down a river to somewhere we don't want to belong. Wasting time. Meh. It's alright, it's not too bad. I was hoping to go for a bit more detail, but it's better than what it was. It was very repetitive. At least we got rid of that now. It looks half decent. Now the tedious thing I really need to do is put the sand on the proper side of the corners. That's the sand pit gone. That's a bit more like it. And a subscriber was asking about putting curbs in. So I think we'll adventure and try and do one of those at some point. Probably not in this video. I'll give a trial version, make sure I can do it okay. And then we'll make some. And I'll show you how I'll do it. And that's that corner done. Looking a lot more racetrack now. Yes. And you might be able to hear my squeaky door. What we need is some more track safety. I also think it looks pretty cool. I'm going to try and work out how to have things that you can hit that maybe restore themselves. And we could put some things hanging off the edge so when you're drifting you can try and touch them with the car and look like a bad man. This curvature needs sorting out a bit. It's a bit flat there, doesn't it? Grab this. Ah, that's why. It's because they're joining together. So you probably need to go... Oh, okay, I can't move you because of this wall. I'll sort that out another time. But yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. It also gives us a reason to put some advertisement and patron names and things along the map. Awesome. Well, I'd say the map is looking pretty good. I think there's just a couple more things that I wanted to do. Why do these keep changing? Huh. Not really too fussed, but obviously that's a bit strange. I wonder why they keep changing back to their original files. Nothing too shabby. The road's still the same, isn't it? Yeah, okay, still crazy. I might have to still do some more stuff to the road. It's okay. It's alright. Right, so yeah, I want to make this look a bit more nicer. Maybe put a little feature in the middle. It'd be nice to have a little fountain sculpture thing and that sprays out water, because that would just be nice and pleasurable to look at. And that also means we need some water sounds, so we're going to imply some sounds. And then as I was thinking out, I thought, hey, we need some atmospheric sounds because we haven't got any yet, so maybe we should do that one first. I'm pretty sure we've got two sound things. We've got this one, it's sound space and sound emitter. One of them's for the map and one of them's for like a small area, so let's just see what we got. Let's put that in. Let's select that. So this looks like it's just for an area, possibly. So maybe that's one. That one goes there. So that was that one, was it? So sound space. Okay, we did put it down. Okay, and select that one, and that one is also just an area. Okay, maybe one's for like creating refurb for when cars go through and things like that. That could be more like this area. And then this one, yeah, I'm confused. So I'll have to do some research to remember which one's which. But I'm pretty sure we can get away with using this. And now, right, radius is ginormous. That's the big circle. We don't need the big circle. We're obviously doing the fountain now, by the way, guys. The audio is water. So have we got any sort of splashing, large rivers? Should we try a large river? You can hear it. So obviously the... Oh, what is the red bit then? So maybe the green bit's the... I don't know, it kind of works perfect for me. Is it too loud? I think it's a little bit too loud. Nothing's really changing. Okay. Whatever. We can play around with figures, I guess. Just put 100,000. It won't let me put less than 200,000. Okay. Reference distance. Can we crank this down? No. Is it broken? What's wrong with you? Surely we should be able to change stuff. Angles, range, editing. Okay, right. I think that's basically about all we can do. Source group. Put the asset signed it. Emit as a child. Now we don't really need to write about anything like that. Looping. Play on add-on. Use track description. Okay, so there's that one. Let's say experiment, shall we? Let's say throw in this thing. And then give this a sound. Forest. Oh my days. It wasn't happy with what I just did there. Whoa. Okay, get you again. Click this. I don't know why that did that. Oh, okay, I selected. I see what happened. Oh, where's it gone? I selected off it. City game. Right, so we're forest maybe. Forest coast, forest corner, forest main. Right. So, what? Ambient sounds. So do I need to make this bigger? Editing. You think? Oh yeah, of course you would make this bigger by doing this, wouldn't you? And then make it a bit bigger. I'm pretty sure it's not how you do the whole map though. Oh wait, I know how you do the whole map. Why am I such an idiot? I've done it now anyway. I kind of did it. Not really how you meant to do it, but it's kind of done it. But I'm pretty sure you do the forestry stuff. Is it this one? Is it time of day? No, this is time of day, so you can set like different axes for the sun and that. I will be changing that at some point because the sun's normally really ginormous. The sun's not that big. It's too big for my liking, so I will be changing things like that. Level info. Sound ambulance for the whole map. There we go. So that's what we should have selected. So let's go back to this thing. Where are you? What the? It's gone. I don't understand what's happened there, but okay. Save. Some freaky stuff keeps going on. What is happening? But yeah, the river's working. It's a bit too noisy, but it's working. And we should... Yeah, I can hear birds. Yeah, I think I can hear birds now, so we should be able to hear some birdies. That's nice. Can we crank up the ambulance sound, or is it just as it is? Just as it is. Okay, we'll leave it. Good enough. Not really sure what it is, but there's some sort of sculpture for you. Maybe eventually I could improve it, make it look a bit nicer, but it proves the point for now. Right, the next fun bit is to add some water particleness. Why do I always put that in the way? Which is going to be a particle emitter. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, that's the one. So we put that in. Go back to the pen tool, select it. And then arrange it to the right sort of place. Where you imagine your water is going to be coming out of. Then a velocity up to something crazy, so we can actually see it going straight up. Lovely. You can obviously keep the 5 if you want to. Is that definitely going straight up? Looks like it's not going straight up. That'll do. Okay. And then we need to change the particle. Now you have lots that are just random numbers that are random things, and who knows what they are, but you do have some that are named. You can give them a go first. Well, hey. Little water fountain. And then we can turn maybe the velocity down a little bit. Doesn't need to be as crazy. Maybe, what one have we gone for? Spray, what about the shot one? That's a bit less chaotic, isn't it? Looks a bit more realistic. I like it. And then I was tempted to have little waterfall things coming off here, which I can maybe do in the future. You guys let me know. Is that something I should be doing? It's squirting out. There we go. Somewhere like that. Oh well. Lovely. We could also put lights in that work with the water that light it up. It looks pretty fun, but probably not good on the frames per second. Okay, I'm going to add some white lines around the edge now, because that's always a nice detail to have on a racetrack, as well as the rumble curb thingamabobs. We're going to add them as well at some point. Maybe not tonight, probably not tonight, but I would like to try and get the white lines down. Now my trick on this one's going to be to put them in too wide, because I'm going to line them up with the edge of the road as I go around, you see. Let's make sure I've got a brand new one. What's going on here? Tripping out. Right. There we go. I'm going to line the orange edge up. Oh, my gravy. Copy that one. Paste it onto there. And then just gently follow it around as best I can, keeping it close. And then even though it's very thick and chunky and way too wide, I'm able to follow the curve of the track quite nicely. Tidying up the lines best I can to make it look like it's a nice flowful corner. Stop there. There we go. Check it over. Looks good. And then what I'm going to do is Control A to select all the nodes. And then I think 3 was a good size. And there we do 3. And then it's gone around the edge of the track quite nicely. Now it is quite bumpy and jaggedy, so we can maybe just tidy that up a bit. And then, yeah, not too shabby. But I could have got the white line a lot closer. So next time I'm going to do it at a smaller size, and then when I shrink it, it's closer. But now I've got the whole thing. It's actually quite insane how much detail just adding white lines makes. Looking very pretty if you ask me. What are you guys thinking? Worth a subscription or a like on the video? Normally you'd have an ambulance or something nearby, so we've got some parking for them. I think looks pretty good. I think that will do for now. I'm going to make a little video and test out my track. Better do the saving malarkey and restart the level just so it feels happy. Hopefully I'll come back to the thing looking the same as I left it. Thanks for watching. Keep it real, stay safe and share that love. Goodbye.